This morning in the kitchen, we are joined by Chef David Retowski from the Winward Restaurant at the Hyatt. David, tell us what you're making today.
So today we're going to make a pork Wellington, which is a take on beef Wellington, which is traditional English-Irish dish. So we have some pork tenderloin,
Okay.
some prosciutto,
Yum.
puff pastry, a duxelle, which is a mushroom stuffing,
Okay.
some egg wash, some white flour, some whole grain mustard, some white pepper, and some salt.
Okay, now when you're picking pork tenderloin, you said that's what it is, right? What should you be looking for? Because I know this is kind of, it might be a little different than the typical, chicken, steak, ground beef that people normally get.
Basically, depending on what you want is, something that's not too fatty when you're in the supermarket, because then that's going to be a higher price. You want something that's fairly lean. And there's something, it's going to be fresh, obviously. You want something that's fresh when you're picking out of the supermarket. But, what looks good to you? Just kind of pick it up, feel it, examine it, and see what kind of characteristics you want out of it, and, what I said.
All right, great. And this is all part of the Kinsale Festival that's going on, big Irish festival. Tell us about it and how you guys are involved.
It's basically chefs from Kinsale, Ireland, which is our sister city to Newport. They're all coming over, and we're going to have some competitions, some food, and you can check all that out on gonewport.com.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're taking part in this as well?
I am. I'm going to be facing off on Saturday at the Marriott for like a chopped kind of special.
Okay. Do you know your competition yet?
I do. I couldn't quite remember her name, but
no?
She's Irish, and she was on the Irish Top Chef. So.
Okay. All right. So you're going against a pro.
Yeah.
And that's Saturday?
Saturday.
What time can we check that out?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Yeah. All right. There you go. If you want to see Chef David take on an Irish pro, you can head on down. We're going to cook this up in just a bit. Back to you.
We are back in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning with Chef David Retowski from the Winward Restaurant at the Hyatt, and we are all set to get our the pork ready to sear, correct?
Correct. Actually, we're going to do a quick demo on just cleaning it a little bit.
Okay.
So right here we have our pork tenderloin. It kind of tapers a little bit.
Right.
So you can either trim it in the center and then flip it around just to have an even temperature. But basically you just want to, you have a little bit of a sinew here.
Okay.
Which is just like gristle.
Right.
You just kind of want to trim those pieces off. Yeah. Just like that.
Now, when we're going, I mean, if somebody's a little, worried about doing this, I would imagine that if you ask the butcher to really, cut,
yeah, you
cut
can probably get some of it down.
Take care of it.
But just basically when you're going to buy it in the beginning, just kind of see what's there. Is it clean, or is it just kind of, there's a lot of fat on there.
Right.
Those are the kind of things you want to look at. But basically, just cut it down to our portion size.
And are you going to, do we need to butterfly this, like open it up so that it cooks evenly?
Nope, because the pastry is going to be more of the wrap and have everything kind of enclosed there.
All right.
So we just got a little salt here.
Right.
Kosher salt.
I like the, the kosher salt always tastes good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little cracked white pepper. Now you can use black pepper, that's fine too.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right. So sprinkle a little of that on there. And we have the oven on, the stove is on, probably, what's this, on a high heat?
About a medium heat.
All right.
So basically you just want to get the pan, you get a little bit of oil in there. I'm using extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
So just get it a little hot. You almost at a smoking point.
Okay. Get that nice and warm, so we're good to go.
Because you want that pan to be hot just so it sears and has a nice caramelization
and seals everything in, correct? Okay, so we're going to put that on.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wait for that sizzle.
Right about there.
Okay, looking good. How long are we going to cook this for?
Couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Okay.
Maybe even less.
Because pork is always sometimes difficult to cook.
Yeah.
So just a couple of minutes. All right, while this is searing away, in the meantime, back to you.
All right, back in the Rhode Show kitchen with the Winward Restaurant at the Hyatt. We are making pork Wellington. There's a lot of stuff on this table.
There is a lot of stuff.
What do we need to know?
Well, basically, we're going to start off with our puff pastry.
Okay.
And it's already, usually you want to get it about half an hour to 45 minutes to kind of let the dough temper.
Okay.
And then we're just going to kind of quickly roll it out with a little bit of flour.
Nobody get out of hand in this kitchen today because I got the giant rolling.
Your rolling pin is bigger than my rolling pin.
Yeah. So basically, you're just kind of giving it a little press just so it just thins everything out.
Okay.
And how big do we want this to be rolled out here?
You're going to roll it out about maybe a quarter of an inch. And you want to kind of just evenly spaced on each side. So kind of, use those corners.
Okay.
That's about good.
That's good.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to be all
Well, then you came to the right place.
Yeah. So then we'll take that, just move it out of the way.
All right.
Put that on there.
And so we have our prosciutto. Right there.
Okay.
Now, is there a problem if I was cooking this, I wouldn't even be, you know, I'd be eating more of this than putting it on?
It might be, yeah.
That's half the fun of
That's
cooking, right?
That's the problem. You know, I've eaten so much
All
already.
right, so we have our prosciutto.
Yep, so prosciutto, and we have a duxelle, which is a mushroom stuffing, so it's just a puree of mushrooms.
Okay, so
Okay.
take that out.
So we just take a little bit of that, and you're just going to put a nice little amount, just like that.
Okay, put that in there.
Yep.
What are you doing over there?
Generous heaping amount.
It's easy day, no
There we
problem.
go.
Yep. And then you just
There
take a
it
little
is.
bit of mustard, just like that.
Excellent.
And this is
Put it
the,
on
like
okay.
the mustard has still a mustard seed.
This is a whole grain mustard,
Whole
yeah.
grain, okay.
So it's a little more richer. So if you wanted to use like a Dijon mustard, is more than fine. You know, just
Okay, that's whatever you
use
want at
what
home.
you want. Exactly, yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so we have
So we're
this.
gonna take our tenderloin, just right in the center.
Easy enough.
There you
Got
go.
it. Should I lay
And-
it a certain direction or?
Yeah. So you see how I have everything facing
Yeah,
the same
oh, okay,
direction?
so
You
the
want to
opposite
put
way.
it kind of like a burrito almost. You want to have it a little further
excellent.
back. So then you're just gonna take the parchment paper,
Yeah,
and you're just gonna
Oh, it's a little dry.
roll it.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
watching, I'm watching.
and you're just gonna kind of pull it right off like that.
Oh, wow.
But you want to kind of get it, you know, tight.
Pack it in nice and
Yeah.
tight. Okay.
So then.
Is anybody watching this over there?
I'm glad you're helping me. Well, on the other
I'm
hand,
losing mine.
Yeah.
All right.
this is breaking apart.
That's all right because the pate or the pastry's gonna cover all.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I
Quick
promise
fix.
you'll
Sure
come
about
out nice. Yeah.
All right, so now we have
yours is
it all
all right.
wrapped up.
Yeah. So you just get rid of that.
Okay.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took that paper away because I'd be cooking
Yeah.
it with the
Okay.
paper.
So you're just gonna take your little roulade here.
All right.
Ooh, roulade.
Roulade.
Yeah.
Getting all fancy on us.
Or français.
All right, we're
I'm
gonna roll
familiar
that,
with
roll that back
roulette,
in.
but
I'm just gonna roll it. You want to kind of tuck it in,
okay.
get it a little tight. Now you can have excess trim, or you can just kind of space it beforehand.
Okay.
And we're just gonna take our knife,
Oh,
just trim out the edges there.
looks good.
A lot of big equipment. We have a
There is. We
giant
got-
rolling pin, a huge knife.
You're just gonna tuck your
dangerous in the
edges
kitchen.
there.
I didn't know what I was getting into when we were doing this today.
All right, so I have to cut mine. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just cut your edges a little bit there.
Okay. Oh, I cut prosciutto.
I'm glad
Tuck
you
under
did that,
the
not me.
edges. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna quickly pack this here. What else do we need?
So we have our egg wash right there.
Okay. Give that
Just
a
get a
little.
little, yep, there you go, right over the top.
Nice.
Yep.
There you go,
Thank
Will.
you, thank you.
Yeah.
Anytime. All
You're
right,
just
now
gonna,
these are gonna get thrown into.
Yep,
how are
we're
they
just
gonna
going
go?
to score them a little bit. Just
So it
have some
cooks all the
air
way through?
vents.
Okay.
Well, it's going to have some air vents
All right.
so it doesn't explode on you.
Okay.
That's always helpful. No
Yeah.
explosions.
Just like that. And we'll take our...
We're just gonna throw it on the pan.
Yep.
Okay.
Right on there.
And how are we
Sitting
gonna
there.
cook this?
It's going to be baked at a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes.
Okay, and you have a finished
And we
one?
got a finished one all
Yeah.
ready to go.
Excellent.
You can see it in the oven. They're sizzling
Let me
away.
see. Right there, pardon me.
Okay, got that.
Sure. Okay,
And he's
up.
taking it out.
Magic of TV. We've got
here it
the
comes.
finished product.
Looking
Oh,
good.
that looks
Looking
good.
Sizzling away.
It is.
Me.
So we're gonna slice that up.
Yep. And it's a little under. We should have left it in
Okay.
a little bit longer, so it's normally going to have like a nice golden
Golden
crust.
brown. Got
Yeah.
it.
So
Give it a slice, and then for this recipe and much more about the whole thing, you can go to our website wpri.com.